Hi, everybody. I'm Nina Taylor, and I am so excited about today's guest. Well, first of all, today is a celebration. The Gospel Express is celebrating its 100th episode, and I invited an Ohio native gospel artist, funny lady, all-around entertainer, and talk show host, Lexi. She stopped by as our guest today. It's an hour with Lexi as the Gospel Express celebrates 100 shows.
I remember how I used to worship and said that nothing else could have my love. I would dance before my King, and daily I would sing of your goodness and your mercy. My intentions have been pure, but I've strayed, and my passion for your heart has been displaced. Bring me back to where I first believed in your light. Lord, I'm sorry for what I've become. Burn it all down. Leave
going on with you? We love the new album.
Thank you.
We love the new album. We're going to talk about that, play a couple of cuts from that.
Okay.
And if you can hang out just a little bit, that'd be great.
We can do it.
Okay.
Wherever I go, let your spirit follow me. Wherever I go, let your spirit follow me. Desert, I'll find pleasure. If in the valley, I really don't care. Walk through the wilderness, shadows of blackness, I'll never falter as long as you're there. As long as you're there, wherever I go, wherever your spirit, let it follow. Doesn't matter where I am, in my car, on my job, I want you to be with me, God. Follow. Oh, wherever I go, just let your spirit follow. Don't leave me out here all alone. Don't ever leave me alone. I'll never make it on my own. You're so close, I'll never let go, and I just want you to know, your spirit in me, spirit on the ground, in the desert or the valley, in your presence is where I'll be found. Follow your spirit, follow me, follow what I want. follow me. Follow. Viking, come on.
Go Vikings.
Vikings.
I'm
and,
tight.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, went to college, became a teacher, taught middle school and high school, and then got back in the music business. There's so many twists and turns.
Oh yeah.
But I love it. I'm glad to have a current album out called Just Listen, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about this new single. It's called There Is More, and I wrote that when I was in Jamaica.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was supposed to get married and have a destination wedding. And it didn't work out. I called it off about a month and a half before the wedding. And that was hard for me to do. So my family, it's now refundable.
Yeah.
All the money you pay for your ticket and all that.
Really?
So, yeah. And so we went anyway. So my family left after about 3 days, but I still had 5 more days to be there. That was already paid for. So I was there by myself in paradise, and everybody else was coupled up. And outside of my patio door were people getting married and kissing and having receptions and all that. And I was just sitting there because that was supposed to be me.
Yeah. And
I just had to sit there in that darkness and depression and think about my life. And some people who mean well, they were like, well, maybe you just not ever gonna get married. This is gonna be all right. Ever since your husband passed in 2004, maybe you just supposed to be by yourself because ain't no man good enough to be with you. You know that, and that's all right, girl, because you good enough by yourself. And, but that's not what God has for me. I know there is more, and so I wrote the song. There is more right there in my hotel room.
There is more. More to life for me, more than I can see. God has so much for me in store. When life may seem unfair or my purpose isn't clear, I still believe that there is so much more. I don't care what my eyes can see, and I'm not moved by what the world keeps telling me. I'll hold on, and I promise not to let go. I feel it in my heart and in my soul. God must have more. I know He does. He still has more. God has more in store. I won't continue to be broken. I'll believe what You spoke, Lord. Can't keep going backwards. I believe that God has more in store. I won't keep thinking that my time has passed. No more feeling like I'm always last. Like what He spoke is not within my grasp. I believe that God has more in store. And life won't feel like it was. And God
Okay. Let's talk about your comedy. You know, you're so funny that I forgot you could sing. You know, you kind of stepped away from the music a little bit and you were doing a lot of comedy.
I was just doing skits. I was just doing skits on YouTube just to blow off steam. So after work, I would just, film some stuff every now and again and put it up on YouTube.
They're so funny. I love the Holy Ghost Enforcers. Oh, I know them.
That was that was actually with a coworker of mine. I walked past her desk at work and I said, you know what? Because she would always sing old songs. I said, boy, you sound like one of the mothers in my old church. And we got to laughing. I said, we should do something called Holy Ghost Enforcer. I was like, you got an outfit? She said, I can get one. And we just made it up and just did it.
Wow, it's so funny. Yeah. It is. I was like, oh yeah, she can. Like David Mann, you're like, he can sing.
Right, right.
Okay, the album, the song you did with Kim Burrell, I love it so much.
That was back in the day. I listen to it every day. The Praise in the Valley album.
Oh, so beautiful.
Yeah, Not Until. Yeah, I wrote that. That's a great song.
I didn't know God all that well. My daddy preached and daddy taught me right. But one day my daddy had to die. In his shadow I could no longer hide. I had to find God for myself. Not until my clock ran out of time. Not until my hands ran out of time. Not until well ran dry. That's when I saw God for myself. Everything my daddy ever said, I believe, but really never lived. But things got tight and something had to give. That's when I found God for myself. Whoa, whoa. Not until my clock ran out of time. No. And my money got funny, yes it did. Oh yeah. My well ran dry. That's when I got to know Him. Play it for me. Not until, not until my clock ran out of time. Oh, yeah. And I needed some help. Yes, I did. Oh, yeah. That's when I saw God. Can I get a witness? Sometimes you get to know Him when it's right. That's alright. Just as long as you get to know Him. Oh yeah. I'm so glad I found you.
yourself out here. Come on.
So glad I found you. That's so glad for myself.
Come on, help me say it.
So glad I found you.
So glad I found you.
So glad I found you.
So glad.
So glad I found you. So glad I found you.
That I found the Lord just in time.
So glad I found you.
I'm so glad I found.
So glad I found you.
Ooh, I found you for myself. I was all alone.
So glad I found you.
But I found you.
So glad I found you.
Sinking deep in sin.
So glad I found you.
But I found you. Looking for a friend. Then I found you. And I'm so glad I found you for myself.
So glad I found you. So glad I found you. So glad I found you.
So glad I found. So glad I found you, Lord. I found you for myself. Was at the altar, hands raised high. Needed you so bad, ooh, in my life. Then I decided, with my mind and my heart, ooh, that I need you for myself. You came into my heart, yes you did, Lord. Change the way I saw things, hurt things, change the way I walked. So glad that I found you just in time. Ain't going to hell, cause I found him just for myself. You've been a friend.
So glad I found you.
No.
So glad I found you.
You've been my love.
So glad I found you.
Yeah.
So glad I found you.
Every day of my life, you've been there. Hey, oh, I'm so glad I found you. Oh, for myself.
How many songs have you written? Which ones have you written?
Girl, I don't
Just
know.
thousands and thousands.
No, I ain't thousands,
Right.
but I've done my fair share. Fred Hammond taught me how to write songs.
He did?
He made me write songs.
So
I was
you
in his
just
I was in his studio,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, "I need you to write something." I said, "Hey, ho! I don't write songs, brother. I'm here to sing background for you." He was like, "You gonna write this song?" And he put me in a room with a pad, a legal pad, and a pen,
Made you write
and
it.
said, "Listen to this music and tell me how it makes you feel. Just write down how it makes you feel." I was like, "Are you serious?" He was like, "Just try it. I'll be back in an hour." He came back in an hour, and I had written a song, and he showed me how to tweak it, blah, blah, blah. He ended up using that song 15 years later on an album called Love. Oh, what was that name of that album? Something About Love. He put it on that album.
God Love
Something
Romance?
About Love. No, Something About Love.
Okay. That's great.
And that was the biggest royalty check that I'd ever gotten from the song that I'd written 15 years prior to that. So that was pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, he taught me how to write.
That's great. Well, this song, In the Room, this is
Yes.
one of my favorites right
Yes.
now.
Yes.
Did you write that one as well?
I did not write In the Room. I wrote a little bit of it, but my friends Eric Dawkins and Anson Dawkins wrote the majority.
Oh,
But
they
I put a little splash in it.
You splashed on
A little
it.
splashed on it.
It's a beautiful song.
Completely, unmistakably broken. Little bit here, little bit there. Pieces scattered everywhere. Hopeless, sick in the heart. Battered, too scared to move. Afraid of the dark. Out of nowhere, you come into view. Darkness has to back up. What else could it do? You are the light, and you're never going out. Never going out. Everything changes when heart gets better. Pieces come together. I can see forever when you're in
let me say it again. You've been so good, Lord, I'm grateful. Trying not to complain, but sometimes I forget. Even when I'm a mess, you're still faithful. Out of nowhere, you come into view, got me all messed up. 'Cause that's what you do. You are the light, and you're never going out. Never going out. Everything changes when heart gets better, pieces come together. I can see forever when you're in the room. As I recall, chains fall, praise comes breaking through. When you're in the room, my hands go up and think about where I've been. 'Cause every time I let you in, Lord, it's a win. So when you're in the room, don't leave, 'cause I love your company. Feels like heaven here with you. There's an open invitation. There's no such thing as wearing out your welcome. I get comfortable. Everything is just right. You're the guest of honor in my life. When my heart gets better, pieces come together. I can see forever. When you're in the room, as I recall, chains fall, praise comes breaking through. When you're in the room, my hands go up. Think about where I've been. Every time I let you in, Lord, it's a win. So when you're in the room, please don't leave, 'cause I love your company. Feels like heaven here with you. When you're in the room, come on in. You're welcome. Lord, I love when makes everything better. Every time we're together.
So tell us about that first recording. I'd love to hear a story about when you first recorded and the first time you heard it on the radio.
Oh boy. First recording was a little scary. You know, I'm in college and didn't know what to do. So Michael Brooks from the group Commissioned put me in the studio, but he's like the Tyler Perry of production because he'll have you do a whole album in 5 days. And I was nervous. I'd never been in the studio before.
Yeah.
Then I got sick. I had the stomach flu, so I was throwing up. And he was like, just go, we're on a time crunch. I went and threw up and brushed my teeth, came back out, got back on the mic. It was horrible. It was just horrible. But, that was my first experience. And then hearing it on the radio, I thought, oh my God, you couldn't tell me nothing. I just knew I made it.
Where were you when you heard it?
I can't remember. I don't remember that.
Okay.
I think I was in a car.
No, I mean, what city? What city?
Oh, that I don't know.
Okay.
That I don't remember.
I was in a car somewhere.
But it was awesome. Yeah. It was awesome. Yeah, man. That was good stuff.
Did you call everybody and say, I'm on the radio?
I did.
You did?
I did. Oh, my God. And told anybody who would listen.
Yeah, everybody does that. It's great. So out of all the recordings that you've done, what's some of your favorites?
Oh, boy.
Everybody always has a favorite. It's never the ones that the record companies like.
Oh, my goodness. My favorites was working with my late husband, Michael. I had a really good time because I was comfortable and, you know, we could rehearse at any time. So I was always comfortable with the material. And then right after that is working with Eric Dawkins. He's such a good person to work with in the studio. He's easy going. It's fun. He's like family. And that was on my latest record, Just Listen. Working with him.
Yeah.
It's like I never want to work without him. He's an amazing vocal producer. He has produced with celebrities in Hollywood, like what's the girl that Christina Aguilera, and others like her. And he's currently working on The Masked Singer. He works with that and American Idol, and he's behind the scenes coaching and vocal producing, those kind of people. So, yeah, and he's my personal friend. So I just love him. We kind of grew up together. So
yeah,
he's from Ohio too.
Is he really?
Yeah, from Steubenville.
Steubenville.
Yep,
The
him
big
and
city of Steubenville.
the big rocking city of Steubenville.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So
That's great. So who are some of the people? I know you've done a lot of duets. Who are some of the people that
I haven't done any duets.
You haven't done any duets? Just the Kimberell thing?
Just the Kimberell thing, and worked with David and Nicole Binion. Gene Moore from the latest album.
Oh my goodness, I love him.
Yeah, I love him too. Oh my God. But I haven't done a whole lot.
Yeah.
But the Gene Moore duet on my current album, Just Listen. I mean, you can't beat that song. It's like the greatest song ever.
Halfway round the world and back, I've seen a lot of things that touched my heart, and I would gladly give up everything I have, so nothing's in the way of me being where you are. Summer, fall, winter, spring, can't have just one. I don't need a lot of things, but you in my life, the joy it brings.
Nothing quite like this, no questions, all in. I've seen you come through so many times before. That's why I made up my mind. 'Cause in a world of change, you're the only thing that stays the same.
And I love the way you love me like you do, and that's why
I choose you. Lord, you're my
you're the reason I sing.
That's why I choose
You, I tried to go the other way, but your love made me stay right here with you, forever here with you.
When it comes right down to it, your love is the very thing. As a matter of fact, it's the only thing I need.
And I love the way you love me like you do, and that's why
I choose you. Lord, you're my
you're the reason why I sing. Yeah, and that's why
I choose you.
you're so good to me. That's why
I choose you.
don't know why
Why you love me so much? Oh.
for all that you do, Lord, I choose you. Oh, yes I do. You came in my life and made everything right. I choose you. I choose you, and I do it over and over and over again. I choose you, Lord. I choose you. I choose you. Ooh. I choose you.
Are you going to release that one too, you think?
No, I'm not gonna release that one.
It's just so beautiful.
Yeah, you gotta get the album. Listen
Got to
to
get
it.
the whole album, yeah. All right. So, of course, we can go to all digital outlets. to get the
Yes.
album, of course.
Yeah. Any
Okay.
digital outlet, anywhere that you buy your music or listen to your music, I'm there.
Now, you started like in the 90s, right?
I
Really
did.
professionally. And I know I started in radio in 89.
Okay.
And I just watched everything just kind of change,
Yeah.
just like every 10 years.
Yeah.
What do
It's
you
a
think?
major
What do you
shift.
think of the changes now from the 90s to now? Social media and how we record and digital and everything's digital. What do you think?
I don't know. It's kind of good and bad. You can take the good with the bad. Take the good, you take the bad. Okay. Not gonna sing Facts of Life, but the fact that CDs are no longer a thing.
I love CDs.
And now you can stream,
Yeah.
and streaming is it's a lot. And so a lot of the artists and record companies had to make that major shift because, you know, we would sell our CDs on the road, and now it's less of a thing.
So
we still do it, but
quartet people are still selling CDs.
Yeah. Right. And so, you know, it's just different. Now, you know, with older people, you know, like my mom, she still wants a CD. But, you know, people under her, they're like, no, I'm going to download it. So it's like, you know, you're shifting. But I love social media because, you know, it's free for everyone. And it's like free publicity. YouTube, it's free for everybody. So.
Do you remember when the internet started getting really high? Like, don't record, don't do this, don't do that. Now it's like, do it all you want.
Just do it all you want because you can't stop it. You can't stop it.
But it, like you said, it's free promotion.
It really
why
is.
not?
Yeah.
Why not tell a million people that I'm singing?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about television? You gonna do any more television?
I would like to. I get the call. I'm doing it.
You don't have the show on the Word Network?
I don't choose to do it anymore.
Okay.
I don't choose to do it. I am going to do something on the Word Network next week, the 19th.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a show, but that's like the first time in 2 years.
Really?
I have carte blanche. I can do what I want, but I just don't want to. I just want to do other stuff.
So you want to be free to go?
I just want to do other stuff. I've done that already. I've done it a million times. I've done that. I've done a talk show on the Word Network.
Yeah.
I've gone as high as I can go there.
I loved your talk show.
Yeah, I did too.
Can we still see that? Can we still see it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Some of the clips are on YouTube, and they're very funny.
Yeah.
Because when I look back at those guests, oh boy.
Yeah. So was it a good experience doing the talk show?
It was great. Absolutely.
The Tony interview.
The Carlton Pearson interview.
Revolutionary.
The Tony Smith interview.
Yes. I saw all those.
Crazy.
I never, ever missed your show.
Crazy, yeah.
But would you do it again if you had to?
Not on the Word Network, no.
Really? Okay. So you want to do more television?
I want to do television where I get paid.
Yeah, you should do a sitcom.
Okay.
That's for real.
What I should do? Your mouth to God's ears. Like, come on. Get the opportunity, I will show enough do it. Absolutely.
So what do you like in comedy? I mean, do you like doing like the skits like you were doing? Would you like to stand up?
I'm not a comedian, so I don't.
But you're so funny.
Yeah, being funny and a comedian are two different things.
Is that right? Yeah, I guess if you think about
Absolutely.
You're standing up for an hour talking to people.
You ever have a funny friend that, says something?
I'm the funny friend.
Right. And you crack people up.
Yeah.
But there's no way you're going to get up. That's me.
No way.
That's me.
I would faint. Right?
That's me.
Everybody looking at me. I do radio.
Say no more. Say no more. Because there's no way that I'm going to get up and have 30 minutes of content.
So
I have nothing to talk about. Like, what are you talking about? I can't get up there and just give you.
Now, I could tell a story on the radio, but I couldn't do it on stage.
I can't either.
Yeah.
I can sing on stage, but I ain't got nothing funny to talk about.
Now, go back to touring and singing.
Yeah.
Where's some of the places you've been, especially out of the country?
Ooh, the only place that I've been is I've been to the UK a few times.
I love the UK.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
They just love gospel music over there.
They love us.
Oh my
They
God,
do.
you can do no wrong over there.
Absolutely.
But that's really where, and I sang in Uganda. But that's it. That's my travel.
Uganda
and the Bahamas. I sang over there. But that's about it. I think.
Would you like to go overseas, do more singing?
I want to go anywhere and do more singing.
Really?
Singing is awesome. And wherever people are asking you to come, that's a blessing. That people even want to hear your voice.
Really?
And that they think that well of you to bring you in. That's a compliment.
It really is.
It's a huge compliment.
Turn back to the start. Still you meet us right where we are. I'm the blame for making this journey so hard. Failure's not the end of it all. It just marks the place we got up from a fall. Once again, just like before, here I am back on the floor, taking things into my own hands, leaving you out to make my own plans. It ends all the same,
and now I'm ashamed. I should have gave it to you in the first place. 'Cause when I trust you totally, you make my life so simple. I'm free to be me 'cause you love me. It's that simple. Never perfect and it's alright. I see my worth through your eyes. You made me that way, and it's just that simple. Time and time again. It's like watching a movie and I already know the end. Doing too much at the same time, not enough. I'm just making things worse. Then you show up. Okay, I have to admit, life's better when you're in control. Forgive me, God, for taking the wheel and trying to guide you where I wanna go. Taking things into my own hands, leaving you out to make my own plans. The end is the same, and now I'm ashamed. Should've gave it to you in the first place. Just in you. Oh, you make my life so simple. I'm free to be me. And it's that simple. Never perfect and you love me the way I am. I see my worth through your eyes. You made me that way. It's just that simple. You love me so unconditionally. Hold me close. Said that you won't let me go. When I trust you, you make my life free to be me. 'Cause you love me, and I'll never be perfect. No, I see who I am in you. You made me that way, and you don't make any mistakes. Just that simple.
You know, just a couple weeks ago, I'm not going to say any names, I went to a concert and it wasn't a gospel thing, but it was a well-known, if you're in gospel, you knew this artist. And it was like 5 of us who knew him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I went back to say hello because I've spoken to him on the phone, and he was like, didn't come out.
Who?
I'm not gonna. I'll tell you off mic.
Okay.
And
Okay.
he wouldn't come out and even say hello, and so I texted him. I said, "You're not too big to come out and say hello to us 5 who know who you are."
That's
really?
right.
So I was kind of hurt by that.
Yeah.
But I don't like it when gospel artists get too big like that.
You
where they
have
can't
to come out and love on people, take pictures with people. I have shut places down and taken pictures, and I take pictures with everyone. I'm the last one to leave.
Really?
Always.
That's so sweet.
But I love people, though.
Yeah.
That's who I am. Even outside, even before, I did singing professionally, I just love people. I'm the last one to leave the party.
Really?
When I was out on that dance floor, come on, somebody.
Okay.
I was the last one to leave that party.
Who are some people you've been on in concert with?
Girl, that's just too broad of a question.
You said that's too many?
I've done concerts all my
some
life.
of your favorite stuff that you've done. Like you went on tour with Fred Hammond, like you said, you mentioned him.
I loved every experience.
Really?
I really have. It's just hard, I love touring with Gerald Levert. I was a background singer for Gerald.
Yeah.
And those were good times because I learned so much.
Oh, yeah.
Here I am, this gospel girl, grew up in church, and I'm singing background for the Gerald Levert. So that was a great experience. And I did that while I was in college. So, it's just so many singing background for Vanessa Bell Armstrong when she was Vanessa Bell Armstrong. That was a big deal. And one thing that I loved about Vanessa is she always paid you before you sang.
Is that right?
Baby, in cash. In an envelope, so I could get up there and hit all my notes because I was paid. That taught me something.
Yeah, you
sing a little different when that pocket is full. Amen.
the beautiful album.
Yeah.
That is
like makeup tutorials on YouTube and...
Oh, you've done some makeup tutorials?
I'm getting ready to.
Oh.
Yeah, I just filmed one.
Yeah, I've done a couple.
Just doing just more, just everything. Just
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, that
more
sounds
TV,
great.
more everything.
You said the son is gone, so is he the only one?
He's gone.
You just had one?
Just one. That's all you need.
That's all you need. Amen.
If my son is at college, and that's all you need.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
So you can just do stuff now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do whatever I want.
Okay. So last question. What is advice that you would give to somebody who's just starting out in the gospel industry?
That's always a hard one.
It is hard.
It's because my advice really depends on the person.
Yeah.
Because if I look at them and they're just doing it just because they just want to do it, they ain't really serious about it. There ain't nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Because you're not serious. You're just doing it because you want to be seen.
Yeah.
It's not really in your heart. So if it's in your heart to really do it, just keep going and just don't stop, because you're going to have a lot of obstacles and it's not easy, and you're not going to be a name overnight or whatever. You just got to keep going.
You know, I've heard a lot of R&B artists say, "Oh, well, you know, gospel's easy." You think
Please,
it's easy?
they would never come over here and do it.
It's easy.
Oh my God,
it's easier,
baby. We will sit on you.
You don't have as much competition,
baby. We will sit on you like never before. If them R&B people came on and tried to get on stage after us, we will kill you dead. We will out sing you and step over your corpse all day long. No, it ain't easy, baby.
That's wonderful.
It ain't easy. It's not at all.
All right. Oh, we thank you so much for coming by today.
Glad to be here, Miss Nina.
This is such a thrill for me. And the album is called Just Listen. It's beautiful. And the current single is called There Is More.
There is more.
We thank you so much for coming by.
Nice to be here.
I remember how I used to worship and said that nothing else could have my love. I would dance before my King, and daily I would sing of your goodness and your mercy. My intentions have been pure, but I've strayed, and my passion for your heart has been displaced. Bring me back to where I first believed in your light. Lord, I'm sorry for what I've become. Burn it all down, leave only you. I'll let nothing stand in the place of your truth. All that we've made, the buildings we've raised, all that's in vain, you can take it away.
Hallelujah. William Murphy. Come hell or high water. I made up in my mind. Gonna follow Jesus. My grandfather used to say, I've decided to follow Jesus. Yeah. I made up in my mind to follow Jesus. Wherever the Lord is where I want to be. Yes, yes, yes. Wherever the Lord is where I want to be. Wherever I want to. Wherever the Lord is, I'm going to stay right there. I'm going to stay right there. If I have to go all by myself, I'm going to stay right there. Wherever the Lord, wherever you lead me, whatever you tell me to do, whatever you lead me. Yes, yes, yes. Call me crazy, but wherever the Lord is, Lexi. Wherever the Lord is, call me crazy.
There is more to life for me, more than I can see. God has so much for me in store. When life may seem unfair or my purpose isn't clear, I still believe that there is so much more. I don't care what my eyes can see, and I'm not moved by what the world keeps telling me. I'll hold on, and I promise not to let go. I feel it in my heart and in my soul. God must have more. I know He does. He still has more.
God has more in store.
I won't continue to be broken. I'll believe what You spoke, Lord.